Hey guys, Marsinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today's video is the big one. So this run took me probably the longest out of, I want to say, almost any Extreme Super Battle Road stage so far. And if you're somebody who came to some of the streams where we were trying to do androids for who knows how many hours, even live, let alone off screen, you'll probably have a rough idea of just how ridiculous that is when I say that this one probably took me the most attempts. If I had to guess, I would say easily over 1,000 attempts, if not more. Because bear in mind, like, each failed attempt is probably anything between 30 seconds and like 10 minutes. And a lot of the time when I was working my night shifts, I was literally trying non-stop attempts. And I work like 12-hour shifts. So you think how many attempts that is that you can fit into one 12-hour shift. Obviously, it's not constantly back-to-back, like every second starting a new one. But yeah, this one is ridiculously hard. I sent the screenshot to Truth after I'd finished it. And he said, like, all memes aside, like, this is legitimately, like, probably the hardest one that we've had to do out of all of these stages. Obviously, once Turles's Easy A comes out, the stage just becomes completely free. But, you know, your boy still repping that Super Battle Road King crown. I have to do things the difficult way whenever possible. So, you know, if a unit's already out, you might as well use it. But I don't want to wait for units to come out. Like, obviously, I was the first person on Global to do Terrifying Conquerors because I didn't have to wait for Ginyu. And yeah, finally, movie bosses is done. Now, the reason why this one is so hard is because the team has barely any units that can tank. And by tank, I don't necessarily just mean, like, survive a couple of normal attacks. I mean, like, Golden Frieza is the only unit on the team, pretty much, that can take a super attack and the run not immediately be over. Obviously, physical LR Janemba can negate the super if you get lucky. Many runs, he did not do that. Then you've got STR Janemba. Obviously, we're banking on his 50% chance to dodge. If he doesn't dodge, even from normal attacks, he can take anywhere between like 40 and 60k, depending on the rotation. Obviously, ideally, for both of the Super Janembas, you want them to be alongside Tech Janemba and getting his 4 type orbs to get the buff. Now, you can see here, I was already a little bit annoyed because the first fight had gone quite smoothly so far. And then, of course, Gohan survived with the tiny sliver of health. The orb layout here was terrible. I thought the AGL orbs would drop down slightly differently, and they didn't, so we couldn't get the 4 orbs for Fat Janemba. So, since he's not being attacked, I decided to actually go ahead and transform him. I think this is like the only time in the video, potentially, that this happens as well. Because once he transforms, he links up a lot better with the LR, so the LR is actually able to now super attack because he gets a bunch of extra key links. And so, worst case scenario here, obviously, is that Gohan super attacks in slot 1, and we don't negate. But Gohan is attack lowered, and so, fortunately, he just does a normal attack. 3,000 damage is basically nothing in this stage, where most of the units take, like, 20 to 30k from normal attacks. And then, of course, you have... This whole stage is just a full RNG fest, because you've got Int Broly, who, surprisingly, can be quite good. The problem is he has to super, like, even to tank type neutral attacks, he really ideally needs to super 3 times, or 4 if you're lucky. And then this rotation, fairly lucky starting rotation. Trust me, there were a lot of runs where I got through the first fight in what I would almost call perfect, like, circumstances. And then you get into the second fight, all of them are attacking, like, 3 times in every slot. And, you know, the wrong unit takes the super. So here we have to break the rotation that we're using of Golden Frieza and Tapion. They actually do share a couple of links, including a key link, which does make their rotation work pretty well. Golden Frieza can tank all of the hits in slot 1, and then obviously Tapion can lower one of the enemy's attacks. Now, Tapion, again, one of the many things that would end these attempts is even if Tapion lowers somebody's attack, he can't tank a super whatsoever. Type neutral, he still takes around 30k. So in the first fight, there were many instances where I would put him in a slot where Tech Gohan was only attacking once because he was attacking everywhere else. Attack lower Gohan, and then he just supers. Because type, obviously you won't see any in this video because the run is almost immediately over, because outside of Golden Frieza, if anyone takes a type disadvantage super attack, we're talking like 500k. So Broly here taking a super from Vegeta is not ideal. 170k type advantage, but if we'd left Tapion in the middle, Tapion would have been dead, and then of course Goku's attacking at the end twice, so Broly would have been dead even if Tapion had lived in the middle. So we had to break the rotation there. But lowering his attack, obviously very good. We got a huge selection of physical orbs right at the start here. So that's why I decided to go ahead and put Janemba in the front. Ideally, where possible, I try to put Janemba in slot 2 so he can get some of his buff. Because my Janemba, for the longest time when I was trying these attempts, my LR Janemba was only 55%. With the release of the EZA Cell banner, he was added to the coin shop, so I did buy a copy. So this LR Janemba has one dupe. Obviously, he is full level 10 links. Yeah, he negates the super in slot 1, which is perfect. And then we don't quite take out Vegeta, which is a little bit unfortunate, but focusing on just trying to get rid of him here. So Fat Janemba is going to be able to come in and finish him off. Fat Janemba, we managed to get the orbs and everything, so he's able to tank pretty well. See, Fat Janemba, if you go into a turn and you can get the 2 rainbow orbs and 4 type orbs, you can put Fat Janemba in slot 1. And he actually tanks reasonably well as long as it's not a super attack. So it's yet another factor of RNG. Because if you get a bunch of super attacks in slot 1, then you're going to wish you put physical LR Janemba there and that he would negate them. Of course, sometimes he doesn't, so then he still takes big damage. So you really do need everything to go your way. And like, the people who have done this stage already, like, they can cap all they want if they want to try and like front like on the timeline or whatever, but this one is ridiculously hard. You just have to keep going away at it, just keep trying it until you get that run where the luck falls into place. Because even watching this run, like, there are moments where we're getting one attack in slot 1, or like Tapion's taking one attack or something like that, and if those attacks had been supers instead of normals, the run would probably be over. So I had to make a tough decision here. The key is so bad that like nobody can super, and I had to decide, do I want to keep Broly on rotation or float him off? Because if we don't kill Goku, the problem is that Broly will not be able to tank a hit from him. So I had to take the risk of putting Janemba in slot 2 and hoping that that 50% dodge chance would come in clutch for us there. And fortunately, it did. So we're able to dodge the attack from Goku. Broly double supers here. I actually didn't want him to kill Goku, and he didn't, so I was quite lucky. Because going into the final fight, I would obviously rather have the Golden Frieza rotation if possible. Plus, this gives us one extra turn here where we could grab same type orbs. So obviously LR Janemba is definitely going to finish off Goku here, and we are able to restock our health a little bit. So one thing like you have to think as well, if you really still can't picture just how hard this is, out of those thousands of attempts, I've probably got to the final fight like 20 times, 30 times, something like that. Like, getting to the last fight is hard enough. And then here we do get a pretty sweet setup in terms of the attacks. So not finishing off Goku on that previous turn definitely helped out hugely here. Because as you can see, going into this fight, now that I have to think about it, we didn't have the orbs to get Fat Janemba's full passive. We could have got the tech orbs on the right in order to get the buff, but we didn't have 2 rainbow orbs. So just being able to have Golden Frieza to put in slot 1 here is really good. Tech Gohan is only attacking once in the middle, so we can put Broly there. And then, of course, we are relying on Janemba to get these dodges. So the funny thing is, I was recording this attempt while I was at work. And my friend, who casually plays Dokkan, so shout out to Jake if you're watching this, we went out for a smoke break, and literally I was already mid-run. So we got to this point, and my screen recorder actually has a microphone that I didn't realise, and I wanted to isolate the audio and put it into this last part of the video if I could, but unfortunately it's just really quiet and the quality is really bad. I'm assuming you have to speak like directly into the phone if you want the microphone to pick it up. and obviously I was playing it like at arm's length. We were outside, so unfortunately the audio is not salvageable. But at this point, like, you can kind of hear both of us are like shouting and screaming at the phone at this point, because obviously I want Broly to get as many super attacks here as possible, because ideally we kill Trunks so that he doesn't have a chance to even attack Janemba. But that didn't come through. And then, of course, here, desperately, Janemba needs to dodge. Unfortunately, he does. Because if Janemba gets tagged by that super attack, we literally die. We have like 190k HP. That super, if it connects to STR Janemba, does like 200k at least. It's like 200, 220, 250, something like that. Like STR Janemba, the 50% dodge is the only reason that he's on the team. Like, he cannot, even though he guards, he does not tank well at all. And so we get 2 attacks from Trunks in slot 1. So it's Fat Janemba's time to shine here with the Dokkan attack. I didn't want to put the LR in slot 1 because A, we couldn't really get enough orbs anyway, so we couldn't get his 18 key super. And then secondly, you know, Fat Janemba's got type advantage over Trunks. If Trunks supers and it doesn't get negated, LR Janemba would actually take more damage than the tech one. And then even normal attacks, like LR Janemba without dupes, he takes a lot more damage than you would think from normal attacks. So the Dokkan attack takes out Trunks, and we do a decent bit of damage to everybody else. But we are certainly not out of the woods. Like, this isn't one of those runs where, you know, we get the Dokkan attack in the last fight and that's it. Like, the game's over, we've won. But yeah, level 3 dodge from LR Janemba as well there. You love to see that. And then Broly, it's all up to Broly here in terms of I need him to either kill Goten or somehow be able to survive the attack from Goten. And we don't crit, but we get the additional super attack. So Broly getting that triple super. I'll never know what Goten would have done in the final slot because we get the kill. If he'd done a super attack, it would have been game over unless we got the level 3 dodge. Normal attack, we probably would have survived, but I can tell you from experience, like, if LR Broly only double supers, type neutral, he takes like 100k from normal attacks. But there you have it. That is Movie Boss's Extreme Super Battle Road beaten with no items on Global before the release of Turles' Easy A. And this run cements, if there ever was any doubt, this run cements my position as the Super Battle Road King. Neither of my rivals, even the big man Truth himself, can claim my playlist of no item runs now includes every single stage beaten with no items. But also, as you guys know, as I've mentioned in previous runs, I never use the app reset exploit in my runs. Because to me, I consider that like invalidating a challenge run. If you're using like a built-in exploit to get a free do-over for your orbs, like that invalidates a challenge run. Now I know Truth has said in the past that he doesn't care and it's a thing you can do in the game, so he's gonna do it. And honestly, like sometimes if you misclick some orbs, that can cause you to take the L on that run, but I just take that L and then start again, even if it then means I am doing another like 100 attempts. So mine is the only playlist out of everybody who lays claim to the title of Super Battle Road King that has no items and no exploits. So there you go. It's if there ever was any doubt before, it's all said and done, my boys. So there you go. So let me know what you guys think down below. What team did you use to beat this stage? Low-key, this is like the hardest Extreme Super Battle Road stage, even still. Movie Bosses definitely need some buffs. LR 5th Final Form cooler when? But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.